Hi guys, and welcome back to the Geek Street, where the street speaks. My name is Sean, and I have my geek buddies over here. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi guys.
You can sense the enthusiasm. You can sense the excitement in the room. Why? Because the final episode of this Marvel. Oh my
Wait,
god.
let me also put
Stop being sarcastic,
let me also put some fun facts that this is the only video of Miss Marvel where we're all together. So it means something.
I think that's the only fun thing about the whole thing. Oh my god. Okay. No, okay. It's not that bad. But it was a struggle. Oh my god. I cannot handle it. I wanted to say, I've been dying to say that since episode 1, But I was like, gotta hold it, you have to hold it in.
So already expected to say this lah.
Yeah, why you think I'm saying it so well?
Wow, Sean rehearsed this script 6 weeks ago.
Okay, so how are you guys?
Yeah, doing good.
Could have been better.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us on the podcast. For the first time in weeks that all of us are together. Feels like something new.
Something new.
What?
Find something.
Could I
Feels
just
like
say like the
something
old
new.
times, but he said something new.
Yeah, no, it feels like something new. That's what I meant.
Like first time recording together.
Yeah,
lah.
first time recording like. Okay, yes. All right, so let's just jump into it lah. What do you guys think about this final episode? What's your thoughts as you finish and seeing the end credits? What do you feel?
Well, you know how we were excited when the first Marvel TV series came out, which was WandaVision. Of course, we were a little disappointed, but we were very excited that wow, they're releasing series that feels like the Marvel movies. It kept the hype. Then when Loki came, it just like blew our minds, and then gradually more series started coming out, and then now suddenly Miss Marvel, it doesn't feel like a Marvel series. It feels like one random AXN series that you watch about a superhero with bad CGI. It doesn't feel like it was an end of the season. It felt like episode 7 is coming on next week, where she's gonna fall in love with one guy or something, that kind of thing. It really didn't give that much of an impact. And I think it's because like what Harvin said before this, because we are old, so we cannot connect with that kind of thing, because that felt more like a teenager kind of series, So maybe that's why we cannot relate, and especially because we have these very high expectations from our experience with Marvel movies and all. So yeah, I mean maybe we are biased. We are comparing it with Marvel movies, but if you look at it as a standalone series, maybe it might be okay.
Okay. Before that, I just want to correct this. I don't think I actually told that we are old enough to do that. I don't think I told that. I think Eric is the one who told that, because
Eric
Maybe,
told that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I what I said was that Marvel tend to release according to what is the characterization is like. So if she's at school, they want to blend into that kind of vibe. And of course, if you see Moon Knight, he's more like a person with multiple personalities. So they had to bring that kind of vibe, that he's dwelling into a lot of multiple personality, different type of a sudden change of scene, sudden change of character, so they follow the character. So Miss Marvel, they follow character, and of course, if you put in that way, we want to move a high-paced, fast-paced storyline, and of course, I think Miss Marvel, it could have been better, but I think plot-wise and screenplay-wise, if they they would have thought better, I think it would have been a better series. But I think they just lost track of what to do with the series, because until now I still have so much of questions a lot of unanswered questions. You know, like, is this a Kree technology, or suddenly? I mean, of course, at the end post credit scene, there's there's a tag after we got like that, and then like so much of confusion within the series itself. It's like even the writers, like, they are like don't know what they are writing, kind of thing. So it's like all over the place. So there's no. And I'm just like, okay, glad, like, I mean, like, the series is over and I'm just going to see her next in the Marvel, so that kind of thing. I mean, no offense with the character Kamala Khan and everything, but in the comic, I think she's a great character. It's just the writers, I think they just did not pull off the whole plot of Miss Marvel. But the characters, the actor who all played, I think they did a fantastic job, but it's just this thing could not pull it off, I think.
Yeah, I think to sum it all up, I think I will agree with both Jess and Harvin. But the one thing that I want to highlight is the word Jess used, impact. I don't think Miss Marvel had anywhere close to the impact which WandaVision, Loki, What If, and what's the one we just watched, Moon Knight. Like,
Hawkeye.
Yeah, okay, Hawkeye, we still don't know what the impact is, but we know from Loki and Wanda already, like, a lot of people, and What If, a lot of people watch Multiverse of Madness and they were like, where Wanda got her powers, why is she so strong, what happened, why, why suddenly she got kids and stuff like that. So that we could see that impact, how important that series, even though WandaVision was bad, eventually, I think it became top 1 for like 2-3 weeks after Multiverse of Madness was out. So when we think about this, like, how is this whole 6 episodes that we just saw gonna impact the next one? I think from what we saw, we only know about her powers, about the Bangle, about Kamran, and also Captain Marvel towards the end. That's about it lah. So what else? What other impacts that have? I think people who are gonna watch the next ones, the next movies or series coming forward, I think they don't need to watch Miss Marvel. It's not that important because they didn't even give us much as well. They didn't even explain about the veil, or where, like what Harvin said, is this Kree tech, or stuff like that. But when we break it down to finale, I think it was good enough. I think the finale was good enough because they gave us some Easter eggs. I think later, I'm sure Sean will break it down later. So I'm sure there are some Easter eggs, and what are they talking about? Something to follow up with, some theories to crack our heads and break our necks for. So we see lah. But
I think that one term that they used was like
I just asked one simple question. You guys went on for the last 10 minutes.
It's not even 10 minutes though, liar.
Okay. But it felt like 10 minutes. I was just started keeping going. Like, when are you guys going to finish?
Okay, let's move on.
Right.
To
Okay, let's just get into the breakdown of Miss Marvel episode 6. Okay, so Miss Marvel episode 6 opened up with the from the previous episode where the Circle Q incident where Kamran blasted the drone, so the drone is very reminiscent of Tony Stark, so very sad there. Okay, but so we opened up with that particular scene, and then we see Agent Diva and Agent Barry. They were talking, and then Diva says that they are hunting for kids. So that is the sort of like something that we are seeing in line in terms of with Hawkeye in the Next Generation, and then we're seeing Miss Marvel now, and then maybe there are some other it's like a sort of like a teaser or something to set up Young Avengers. We are really hoping that Young Avengers would pop up sometime soon, maybe next 2-3 years along the line, because anyways, Comic-Con is happening this week, so who knows, we get an announcement. Okay,
this can be a reference to Young Avengers or the other one, which Sean will explain later, because they kept using the word enhanced individual, because we know enhanced individual is another term for the other word. Okay, which I won't tell now.
Yeah.
No, I
So
don't-
yeah, maybe
Can you not jump to the end? Let's take
Okay,
it slowly. Okay. All right. So then we see Bruno and Kamran escape, and then the subway, and then they are being hunted down by the DODC. Nothing really great happened. Just that he says, I think Bruno says something about going upstate New York. Don't know, maybe some school there. I don't know, lah. Okay, it's the whole thing never. Oh, okay, I'll get to why I'm thinking that. Okay, alright, we'll get there at the end. Okay, I also cannot hold it in, but
No, why not? We
let's
just skip
try.
the whole breakdown and go to the end.
Yeah, correct. I was thinking that. Okay. And then we see the sort of like the title cards for Marvel, and all that. And then we have Kamala who then reveals her powers to her family. It's very typical Indian family. It's like, when you tell one secret to somebody, the whole family knows.
No,
So-
but this whole, like I said, I really don't understand. Like, the mother has always been so protective of the daughter and everything already, and suddenly like got powers. Oh, she's the one. Like okay, you're good to go. You're good to go fight crimes out there. Like, the father is fine. Like, everyone is just so fine about it. I'm like, what?
Oh, you got powers now. Why never get an A in your exam, huh?
No, hold on. You see the neighbor's son. He got all A's. Why you never get A?
At the end, the father says, "Oh, magic." Oh my god. Okay, lah. He's then the family are all very happy about it and stuff, and then of course the brother's wife asks, well, does she need to recharge? Or is it always there? So yeah. Okay lah. So the family knows, and they're very supportive of it. So maybe they are like thinking, finally she's doing something good lah. So that's what. And then we see then Muniba give Kamala, like, this is the first costume, the first iteration of the Miss Marvel costume. I'm sure the costume will change over time, but given that this is the first costume, it looks quite nice. And then we see Kamala running on her, I don't know, walking disc thing, like she'll be running and then she stop at a red light. I don't know why she has to do that. I think it's all part of the song lah, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that was pretty funny. And then we see a QR code in the kebab food truck. I think Spider-Man, we had a hot dog truck, and then here there's a kebab truck. So I don't know why this is like New Jersey, so it's like New York still, but I don't know why they are like, or it's not New York, like New Jersey is a whole different state, but yeah, but I don't know why they're putting a kebab truck there instead of a hot dog truck. I don't know, it's like it's like quite, I don't know lah. Okay, I don't want to say.
I'll say it. I feel like the whole thing about Miss Marvel is like, they're forcing. I wouldn't say forcing, but like they're forcefully showing
Inserting,
the ideology. Yeah, inserting like you don't have to force it. People understand. People know. Okay, it's a Pakistani character. Not American, not white and everything, but you don't have to push it by, with the haram, halal. I think that the joke has been going on since the past few episodes. Like, I'm pretty sure even though they're Muslim, they know other jokes other than haram, halal jokes. So, putting other, please don't hit me. So,
yeah. And then we see that Bruno and Kamran eventually hide out in the mosque with Nakia, who helps them, and then the DODC comes in. Agent Diva still doesn't take off her shoes into the mosque, and they sort of like hide Bruno and Kamran, and then allow them to escape. So the DODC is like searching throughout the whole place, and then they can't find them. Then however they find Nakia's boyfriend. I don't know why she was hiding the boyfriend. Okay. And then we see when Bruno and Kamran actually escape, they're wearing this halal and haram cap. I don't know why lah. I mean, it's that's not a joke. Okay, for me, I don't know why it's not a joke, but yeah. Okay, then what they call then they come across Kamala. Kamala comes, and then like she has this small moment with Bruno. I don't know. Is it that they're in love? They're going to be together. If they're not going to be together, why you create this kind of situation where you think they're going to be together and they end up not being together? It's so weird, lah. Okay, it's like I thought for a while they're going to go like hug or kiss. It's like I think you guys are very childish. I had that feeling, like, oh, this is very childish. It's like, okay, so, but it's okay. Their love life is none of our consent, right? And then we see, Kamran is like, his power is like, there's somebody maybe controlling his power from inside. Like, he suddenly feels like he's blast out, and I don't know, but we hear, like, I think, like a whisper, like,
I really think it's Nachma, like she sacrificed herself because every one of them has Noor, right? But what they say is that in this dimension, that Noor is not strong enough to come out. That's why the bangle helps them with it. So maybe Nachma sacrificing herself gave a part of herself to strengthen Kamran so that his Noor comes out. And by the looks of it, maybe he hasn't been from the Noor dimension. Maybe he was born here. I'm not sure. So he probably
yeah, definitely. I think he's born here because he's not like 100 over years old, like, or 200 years old.
Right. Yeah. So he's never tapped into the power, and for the first time he's tapping into it, so he couldn't control it.
And let's not forget he has a British accent, so his dad is probably British.
Yeah. His dad is British.
Probably one of the Peaky Blinders.
Wow.
Are we really promoting a next Netflix show here? Okay. Yeah. Right. So yeah, but then again, I also feel the same way. I think it's just maybe a part of Nashma that is like that, like maybe it's like split between good and evil because he's good, and then he has part of Nashma which is evil, something like that. So he just cannot control himself at the moment. We see until the very end also he cannot control himself, and then don't know where he went after that. Okay. And then we have, and then we see them like they hide out in the school, the school, and then we see DDC start to close up the streets and all that, like planning sort of like an attack on the school, with them. Of course, then we see like Kamala, Bruno, Zoe, Nakia, her brother Amir, and also.
Hold on. Before that. We saw before that Nakia had a beef with Kamala, but then the moment where she saw like, oh, okay, and then they talk like, you could have just told me, I would have known. Like we saw this particular term throughout our years of all movies and television. Like there's nothing new for us, but they still had to insert this kind of thing inside the series. It's unnecessary.
Yeah. No, I think we feel it's unnecessary, but I think people who are that age, they would sort of relate to it, So. Yeah, think outside the box, Arvind. Come on.
No, I think what would have made that scene interesting is to make Nakia and Kamala have this tension after this, so that Kamala doesn't feel in peace going on Miss Marvel. I think then it would have made sense. But this whole beef was just what?
But it's like high school beef, it doesn't last very long.
That's the thing. You want to make scenes meaningful, not just put scenes there and just take it off, and then put scenes there.
I mean, like even when we were young, I think if we had a beef for like even 2 weeks, it meant such a great thing,
Yeah. So, I mean, I keep a serious beef.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah, we know.
And I never use this word, and I never want to, but I have to. I agree with Sean.
But
all these episodes were just fillers. All of it. Fill. Done.
Until the end. I feel like everything filled out for the end credit scene.
to create something for what's coming next.
Some context lah.
It's a filler series.
Yeah, filler series.
Okay.
Right.
Let's not hate on it. Okay, it's Asian. Don't hate on it. Okay. So then this follows all this. plan, how they're going to defend themselves. It's like very similar to the first episode where how Kamala explained, how she's going to go to Avengers Con with the drawing, and then but I think what in the series is that we need to give props to is the animation, and the creativity. I think is top notch, lah.
And the song.
The song.
Especially when we come towards the post credit scene, how they actually picturize or visualize what they are thinking and what they are trying to achieve. I think it's something really, really good, lah. So I think there's no fault in animation. So I think that's also
That's fault in the CGI.
Yeah,
The animation is good,
but what they're trying to show is, I mean, it's pleasing to the eyes. Like, it's not like something like you don't like it, so yeah. All right, so yeah, so they do all this planning and with I don't know. Okay, they just plan all these things, lah. Okay, with science experiments. I don't know why they do that. Okay, and then we see Agent Cleary. Of course, we know Agent Cleary from Spider-Man: No Way Home. So he's trying to stop Devo on attacking. So I don't know this Agent Clearly guy. I don't know what is his intention. Like, he was very hard on Spider-Man, but then apparently these kids are, not, as important or whatever. I don't know.
Because you see, Spider-Man, he was directly accused of murder.
Yeah.
So this one, why Cleary is not so invested in Kamala is because right now they are hunting enhanced individuals. They're not hunting a single person responsible of something gruesome. So it's like, okay, you know what? Don't do it now. Maybe we can catch these kids later in a less dramatic way. That kind of thing.
Now it's a hobby. For Spider-Man, it's a job. Get it done.
Yeah, correct. They have to clear the mess in Spider-Man. This one, the mess is not done, but they're just trying to prevent it.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's just a hobby.
Maybe because they have experience with Spider-Man. Because probably
Yeah.
this thing happened after Spider-Man, So
Yeah.
So then, but however, they still sort of like the DDC infiltrate the school, and then they so the tricks and the things all are coming out, with the diversions, and then with the baseballs, all these things. All okay, all these children stuff. We cannot go into all that. Okay.
Felt like Home Alone,
Yeah, it feels like that, So yeah, okay. Y'all can just watch it. We don't have to explain what happened there. Okay. And then so we go to important things. So like so after they try to get hold of Kamran and Kamala, Kamran then goes out and so he attacks the DODC. Then like his powers are sort of like leveling up of sorts, and then Kamala also then comes out and tries to shield. He's attacking, but like she's like defending, so it shows that the difference in the characters, and then of course after 6 episodes, finally we get embiggens, like in the comic, because this is actually her actual powers in the comics. She's like embiggens, like she becomes like very tall, with her legs like they I think about 10 feet tall, maybe something around there. And the hands are very long. Something if you see like Reed Richards, but maybe in a more colorful way or something like that. So that is actually her power, but but then her power sort of like is a bit different in the MCU. Yes.
I have one question.
Okay, what's that?
Where or how did she know about she and beacons?
Yeah, that's what we don't know.
What she did, she'll focus on something,
Dude,
right?
she
Then
just
she'll
lie down and she's like, maybe I should say this, she and beacons? Then she
Yeah.
No, you're asking the tagline or her powers. She knows whether she can go big.
both.
Like that word.
No, I think
and
he
the
just
power
she
related
knows
to-
that what her powers are. I mean, when you have powers, maybe you might know like what they are, to what extent you can push yourself. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Like okay. You see, in this case, because when she first had the powers, she had glimpses of like her hand enlarged and everything,
Yeah,
and all,
yeah,
right? When
right.
she catch Zoe, so she know, okay, my hand ambiguous, so like ambiguous.
Yeah, it's just that lah. It's just that lah. Because not in the first episode, throughout the whole episode, you can see whenever she uses her powers or stuff, when she trains, it like enlarges a little, So she would want to say, okay, I can go bigger. So and then she like cringe like and bigger like.
No, but I don't know. I mean, I really appreciate that they show her true powers, like comic accurate, even though it's light and everything. But I don't think it really came out well on screen because she looked like a tall ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt really uncomfortable with it, but I mean, it's accurate, so yeah, why not?
No, I think what they should have done was add
Yeah, I
more
mean
context.
because with all the colors and this Noor thing that's like surrounding her, maybe it doesn't feel like she's tall, or in that sense, like it doesn't feel natural lah.
Yeah, she just felt like an ape.
Okay, we shall leave Jess to his thoughts. Okay, and then of course Kamran. Then I don't know. His power like gets like too powerful. I think he's not in control at that moment. Also with his powers and things like that. And then he's like sort of like becoming a threat already, and I think Kamala also notices that, and she forms this like a sort of like a Terrigen sort of cocoon. I use the word Terrigen because we don't know at that point in time what's going to happen after that, right? So we still think she's inhuman. Okay, so she forms like the Terrigen cocoon around the both of them, right? Kamran and Kamala.
Hey, what's a Terrigen cocoon, Sean?
Good questions.
Terrigen, okay, it's like because she's hit. She was supposed to be hit by Terrigen mist, right? Yeah. All right. So we're just calling the power Terrigen, power source or something.
Why
like
can I
that.
be Terrigen igloo?
Fine. Okay, Terrigen igloo then. Because the cocoon is something that closes up, right? Igloo doesn't close up in that sense.
Terrigen code, fishing rod.
Or Terrigen coat, or Terrigen home. Okay, so right. Whatever makes you happy, Eric. Igloo. Okay, so it's like, and the best part is, okay, after that, what happens to Kamran? You ask me, I have no idea. He just like goes underground, like
No, that one is just I don't know what how does it. Honestly, just
I was watching it back and then I was like typing. I was like, what should I put? Kamran goes missing.
No, you can see him going in the hole. I'm like, where does the hole go to? Like, is there like a drain down there, or did he punch and it created a tunnel? Like, there was a hole and he just. Oh my god! I really couldn't tahan that part.
I have a good concept where she could have just escaped. He could have escaped. She could have just made some kind of, the pot. She makes the portal thing for her leg, right? She'll just make something, the portal, and then she makes a constant thing. So he just runs away on it. Like that. I mean, I could think of it. This is very. I don't know how to brain this.
Yeah, she could have used the Trail of Stars.
Ah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Oh. Hey, did you guys speak about it in episode 5? Please tell me you spoke about it.
Yeah,
it looked like college editing, He wasn't following a trail of stars. It was just a bunch of lights floating over there, and then the father just came. She never go anywhere. The father came.
I'll say this: you didn't come for the episode, so you don't get to talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
Don't vent that here. We already vented already. Okay.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the episode. Okay. It's okay lah. So wherever Kamran is, we wish him all the best.
No, they did show him what he went to the red dragons. Red daggers.
Okay.
Yeah. He red dagger.
Okay, imagine this. When what's his name? For in the red dagger, what's his name? The kid.
Karim.
When Karim says to Kamala, there's so big hype, like sending to this place here, someone will be waiting. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. someone's going to be there. And I was so hyped. And then I'm like, he goes down the tunnel. What the?
And then he meets Karim.
Yeah. I just thought about that.
I think the tunnel lead all the way to Pakistan.
So that someone couldn't make it, like, bro, sorry, bro, family emergency. Like,
Now
he's
you
like,
get
damn it.
me thinking why she wasted the flight ticket money to fly all the way to Pakistan.
Yeah, how did he even come? I think.
Okay. Just
Okay,
ending.
maybe that's not important lah, but yeah, alright. So it's just a small plot. I don't know. It's not a plot hole, but it's just something they could have done better lah, right? Okay, then we see the whole community stand with in front of Kamala, including the what they call the Jersey police as well. So she's like she's more like she's not like a sort of Avenger level hero. She's more like a community street level hero, you know. So no, it's not to make fun. No, I'm just saying lah, that she's not like they haven't lifted her up to that extent lah,
She's still
But
in the
it's like
friendly
something what
neighborhood.
actually like how Spider-Man also started off like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? So
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Sean, I stole your line.
Friendly neighborhood Kamala. What, Jess?
friendly neighborhood Kamala.
No,
Miss
before Sean,
Marvel. Don't say Kamala. Miss Marvel.
Miss
Okay,
Marvel.
okay. Miss Marvel. Okay.
That's nice.
So then then it's sort of like the whole thing ended as like a bunch of TikToks. So I didn't really bother going through the TikToks. It's yeah, okay. And then we come towards like the end of the episode,
Hey, Harry goes
where Bruno and
Hey,
Nakia,
let
who
Arvind talk.
No.
What's that?
No. Continue.
yeah, he stopped talking. What?
Oh,
See, now you stopped me. Okay, so Bruno and Nakia, who I think they are going off to Caltech to pursue their studies. This Bruno guy he's reminding me of someone very smart. I don't know who. So I'm really thinking like who will he like end up becoming? So I mean they're sort of like setting up his character lah. So he speaks to Kamala, and then he reveals finally that what he found out about Kamala is that her whole family has this Noor sort of gene in them, but why she's able to elevate the power to what it is that we see, because even we see Aisha, she couldn't elevate until that level of power like what Kamala is currently possessing with the Bengal. So the Bengal sort of enhances the power, right? Because we also learned in episode 2 that the power sort of it comes from within, but the Bengal is like it enhances it, right? So then he goes on to say that her genes are like a mutation. So have fun.
No, that moment I had two feelings. So immediately when they said that mutation, then the theme song, I was like, I became like the Leonardo DiCaprio, like the meme. Like, oh, okay, that was one major thing. And another thing, right? I was like, they have Kree technology, they have Noor, and then now this also, like, how much do I have to get confused some more with this particular storyline?
yeah, I guess it jam-packed a lot.
Yeah.
No, I think they
During
started
the
off. They started off with a different idea, but they ended it like a different idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Because we know that for a fact in the comics he's an inhuman. Of
Yeah.
course, we know that there's always been a confusion between inhuman and mutants, and so on, because we know the mutant is like makes up a whole bunch of these enhanced individuals, and then only very recently, I think maybe in the 80s or 90s, we actually started to get a little bit of inhumans, and things like that. So and we know that Kamala who or Miss Marvel in the comic itself is inhuman, but then here you make her into a mutant. So what is she, right? So there's a lot of confusion in terms of that, but a lot of people are accepting that if you go into the fandom, we see that a lot of people are saying, okay, we just accept that she's not inhuman because the word inhuman has never been uttered in Miss Marvel, right? Or that one never pop out or whatever. So she's not considered inhuman in the MCU per se. So she's like the first mutant that we see in not the first
Yeah,
mutant lah. Because if you want to say that she's a mutant, I think we also can say that Wanda is also somewhat a mutant as well,
yeah,
and her kids are definitely mutants, right?
I think first mentions of a mutant.
yeah. I would
Yeah,
say.
first mention of a mutant. Yeah.
The like what Sean said is partially true because I think Marvel itself, Kevin Feige himself, I think he doesn't want to delve into this inhuman term because like what Sean said is very true because inhuman and mutation kind of have the same similarities and they already tried the inhuman bunch before and it did not work out and I don't think they want to use that because I think much more people are much more invested and hype of X-Men mutation, mutants. So they want to go that. So like MCU, of course, like we've spoken this many times. They don't want to lean too much on the comics. They try to go their version of how they want to carry the story, and so they just instead of she's being an inhuman, she's a mutant in the MCU. So that kind of thing, like yeah.
I mean, we know, of course, we know before this pandemic happened that there was plans to do Black Bolt, and even then they never really meant. But even then, Ken Feige I think did mention about something about Inhumans, So it's not that I don't know whether they don't want to introduce Inhuman or they want to, like sort of go away from Inhuman and call everybody a mutant. Anybody who's enhanced is a mutant. But I think it's I don't know. I mean, it's very confusing, but time will tell whether, maybe it's a mutation, but it's an inhuman mutation, right? So we all could just be like hyping up for nothing.
No, I don't think they will use that term simply. They really saved that term.
No.
And they said mutation. They didn't mention like mutants.
Yeah, but like
It's a
mutation.
So.
No. But I can confirm it is mutation. It's all about X-Men because the moment when he said mutation, they played the old X-Men theme song. So
they did.
So other things that we did too.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Just now when you said that one word messes up, was it this word?
Mutation.
Was it this one that you were referring to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I can say.
Well, you have another word.
That at the very beginning of this episode, what's her name? What's her name? Agent Deba.
Kamala.
Deba is the girl, right?
Agent
Deba,
Deba. She said.
She will say something about we need to know what
And-
he is up to. That's why they want to find the kids.
Who?
Y'all didn't notice, is it?
Oh.
She will say that
No.
we need to find all the enhance this one because we need to know what he is up to. They mentioned he.
So Professor X.
I don't know. I thought that was the word that you all were thinking, because it was quite early on. It was in the masjid or something. It was quite.
No,
early.
but I know that they talk about enhance.
Yeah, She was telling the other guy.
individuals, but
She was telling the other guy, not clearly lah, her other guy, that they had to find because they need to find out what he is doing. And I remember that very clearly because I was like, wait, who is he?
maybe he is Nick Fury lah.
Don't know.
It can be many things, but it's something important, of course.
Because at that,
it can be so many other things.
yeah, because at that point when she said he, so I kind of like, at first I didn't think it was Kree, but then at the end, after that she will say, call our whole squad or something like that. She wouldn't say call out the whole squad, no, she would say call our team in. She would say something like that, call out our team. So I'm like, who's your team? So then there's
Maybe
like,
it's like Nick Fury lah.
no, there's like a split between like maybe another like Professor X or
Yeah, I think it's leaning more against that.
or this is between the Secret Invasion where when she say call our team, our guys in, that means she's on one side. Yeah, she's on one side.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
the
maybe-
non-scroll side lah.
I don't know.
Or is it the scroll side?
So when Jess mentioned
Never
that one word, I thought you were talking about that. Because that
I was
one,
talking
it was
about-
just a simple he only, but it meant so much. That's why I was like, okay, wow.
we after this I will go back and listen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that.
go
I
listen.
did.
Go and listen.
Okay, so we have so okay. I mean, we know that Mutant is coming a long time already in the MCU. So it is the first after the word of some more along the lines of the word mutant. Okay, mutation. All right. But okay, I will still uh, reserve my comments until I see an actual mutant in MCU. Okay. We never know. Maybe Secret Wars can be a place where they come, or even somewhere in Miss Marvel. We might see Jean Rogue, Jean Grey. What's his name? Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Yeah, Jean
Yeah,
Grey.
Jean
Where the
Grey.
hell did you get Jean Rogue?
You know.
I thought you
No,
didn't
her
think
name
of
is
the name.
Rogue, right?
Yeah.
Rogue is another character.
Rogue
lah.
is another character lah.
Oh no, yeah. Rogue is the one that was with. I
She
mean,
can
yeah.
touch and people.
Yeah. Jean Grey's character is Hell Beyond, guys.
And you,
Phoenix. Duck
Phoenix.
and you named your daughter Jean.
Phoenix. Pretty sure not from X-Men.
It's no. It was from. So I know Jean Grey, but yeah.
I
forgot
know
that's the
he
name.
said he referenced it from X-Men. That's why I'm
Yeah,
like so
yeah.
disappointed.
You know.
That's why
I
I'm
don't
so
know the full
disappointed.
name.
Okay.
Name Dr. Jean.
Okay, we
let's
shall
go.
not talk about it. Okay, moving on. Okay, we get a post-credit scene. I think this one is I don't know, like, I just felt a bit okay. We see Kamala like sort of on the bed, and then suddenly we see that Bengal started acting a bit weird. You know, in the head like some like sort of like moving and all that. And then she wakes up, and then suddenly she like turns into Reed Richard in
Reed
Doctor
Richard.
Strange. And then we see Carol Danvers, Brie Larson's character, Carol Danvers Captain Marvel, and then she's like, "Oh no!" And then she like goes off. So
Okay, I got three
Yeah.
things to say. Before everybody else say, I'll
state
say
your three
first.
things.
Okay, first thing, she looked like she lost damn a lot of weight.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know whether it was intentional or not. I don't know. Maybe in real life, I don't think in real life she did. So maybe it's intentional. Second thing is, we can confirm that every time she appears on screen, her haircut changes. Her
That's
haircut,
true.
I don't know about her costume. I didn't pause and see her costume.
Costume changes.
Okay,
so every
costume
time she
could
puts
change
it,
also.
She got rolled up sleeve this time, right?
So they did it on purpose.
And it looks much more slimmer and nicer actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
So,
last but not
what
least
else?
thing, I think it has something to do with the other Bengal.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was Shang-Chi. For some reason. But now I think
I don't know why. I feel like it ties into Shang-Chi as well, because if you see in the Marvel comics, there are a few Bengals, you know, like the Negan Bengals and the Quantum Bengals. So remember I said like the Bengal could lead to the Quantum realm. I don't know lah, but you know, but if you look at the ending of Shang-Chi, why does Captain Marvel has to be there? And she said that she helps with the investigation on the Ten Rings, right? And then now with this Bengal, so I think it's all part of like a Bengal series.
I just realized that you said your theory about quantum realm, and true enough, this no dimension is another realm. So what do you say could be true lah?
So probably all these Bengals will tap into the realms.
I just feel that this is just setting up for Miss Marvel. I mean, the Marvels and as well as Secret Wars, and maybe Shang-Chi will play also a big part in Secret Wars. Because I think Secret Wars is like the next team-up movie, so we'll see a lot. And maybe we might see a little bit of reference of... because what the fandom is theorizing is that, of course... why I say fandom, because I cannot take credit for everything. Okay, so because I have to read it from somewhere else also. Is that a lot of people agree that the beacon sort of like that's emitting in the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi is that the Kree is actually looking for the Bengals. Which is Shang-Chi's Bengals, and then maybe this Bengal also we know that it's Kree tech. So that would lead up to Secret Wars. So you know, they'll come and invade, and then it'll be that war between the Skrull and Kree, and then the humans are in between, and the enhanced individuals are also in between. So yeah,
So for,
that's how they sort of like setting it up, lah.
for me, it feels like if you realize, uh, Shang-Chi, Wenbu's character, Shang-Chi's father, he has been very long-lived. So that means this bangle, even the Ten Rings, all has been way before that. So when Aisha and Najma, when they go, it means has been there. It's been preserved by the Ten Rings organization. So that's how they found out. And if you see properly, the not the carvings, but the design of the bangle and also the Ten Rings has the same, very similar design, and it looks very same, like the colorization and everything looks very same with the Ten Rings. So I both are, if they want to connect, I think it's intentional, because I think maybe both also play a role, because like how Jess said also, I mean, if it's like, why would Captain Marvel be there at the post credit scene of Shang-Chi when something cosmic going on, and now here this one also. So I think they're going to connect all into one, but it's going to be more like a Marvel's, their kind of territory. But it'll be cool to see Shang-Chi pop out in the Marvels. And maybe not for a long while, but maybe just a short one to connect the dots. Because I feel like they should connect the dots, because if they won't intentionally show the Ten Rings in Miss Marvel. It's how they preserve the technology, right? So let's see. I really hope to see Shang-Chi in some manner in the Marvel. I think Marvel is coming out early next year, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and it's a big plot line to move forward with, of course. This whole Kree technology, and of course, like I think we all know, Miss Marvel is very a series which has a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of crazy things going on. So yeah, see what they can change it up a little bit later on.
Marvel, the Bengal series.
No, what we call this? We call the last one the Infinity Saga. This is the Bengal Saga.
The Bengal saga. Yeah.
Okay, so so that's basically the whole gist of Miss Marvel. It was a good run. Thank you, Marvel, for giving us something to do in between now and She-Hulk.
I'm more excited for She-Hulk.
Yeah, I'm also very excited for She-Hulk. So yes, when is he releasing again?
Oh, crap.
August 19, I think. Think so.
Yeah, by the way, we still don't have Thor yet in Malaysia, so please pray for us, guys.
No spoilers,
Yeah.
please. No spoilers.
So, don't
No
spoil,
spoilers.
but please continue to pray for us.
Talking like
If
you
you
got some
don't-
kind of sickness like that,
if we don't get it all, then I'm sorry, Disney, we have to rip you off.
Yeah.
Not
The
that we
other
want to, but-
platforms.
Okay, so yes, so anyways, that's it from us, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate our subscribers, and we really appreciate all you guys are watching and supporting us. Thank you so much. Please also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It's at thegeekstreet.my. Harvin does a lot of hard work in posting a lot of news for us. Thank you, Harvin, for
Thank
doing
you.
it. Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be your job, Sean.
uh,
FYI.
he has a bit more time than me at the moment, so thank you, Harvin. Okay, yeah, we will pitch in lah. We will pitch in when we can. Okay. All right. So, and also please join our Discord community, because if you like theories, if you love, just chatting anything to do with Marvel, besides spoiling Thor: Love and Thunder, please do join us. Don't come and just spoil the movie first, but come and theorize with us whatever theories that you may have on any Marvel series or any Marvel movies. We are happy to chat up with you guys. And if you love memes, Jess and Harvin are your guys to go to. So, yeah. All right. So that's it from us, guys. Until the next time, we're not going to go anywhere. Of course, we will continue to release videos until even until She-Hulk. So we got things that are coming up. So please do stay tuned for more of Geek Street. If you like to laugh with us, let us know. Okay. All right. That's it from us, guys. This is the Geek Street, and the street has spoken. Bye bye.
Ciao, boys.
Ciao.
Ciao.